Hey everybody, Patti Tolley Parrish here with inkyobsessions.blogspot.com. Long time no talkie, long time no video, long time no blog, long time no art. It's been a long time. Anyway, I am finally back. I was in Canada this week for work, and it is so flippin' hot. I couldn't stand to go out to a couple parties that I was invited to today. I think I'm becoming a party pooper. But when you have hot flashes as severely as I do, and it's 90 some degrees in the shade and there's no shade, big girls on the jelly plate. So just to catch up, I'll show you a couple things that I've been working on. I whipped up this book today. When I posted those jelly print books that I did at Stamp Camp a couple months ago, I guess they were, one of my Facebook and past jewelry friends, Gelli Arts, posted on Facebook, and she said, "Oh my God, if they're for sale, I'd like to have the middle one." Well, she is, I don't know if you know Gelli Arts, she is a jewelry artist extraordinaire. Oh my God, her stuff is so cool. And she writes a column in Art Jewelry magazine, travels all over the world doing classes. She's really like high-end up there stuff. So the fact that she wanted something that comes out of my little pitiful hands and basement just really tickled me, and I was traveling so much I hadn't had a chance to do anything. So today I made one for her, and I posted some pictures on Facebook. You might have seen those. I don't know how to see this best though. These are the little danglies I put on there, since she is such the jewelry goddess. I put a little goddess on there, and a key, and a little sun that says create on the back, on the side, and use this fabric. This is hand batiqued fabric that I got from, where did I get it? Artistic Artifacts. That's where I got it when I was at Art and Soul, but their store is just outside of DC, and it's awesome. But since Lexi is an artist, and she wanted the book for her sketchbook, my jelly prints were a little busy for sketches. So I put in some of this mitientes, I'm not sure if that's how you say it, and mixed ivory and white in the signatures for her. So I did this one today, little jelly print lining. And that'll go out to Denver to Lexi pretty soon. And then I posted some pictures on Facebook, and right away I got a couple of people saying, "Oh, yes, please do a video." So I watched a video that Gelli Arts put out a couple of weeks ago, I guess. It was a short couple-minute video, maybe 4 minutes, showing a new technique they developed using shipping tape on your jelly plate. And that kind of grabbed my attention, and then I saw what they did, and I thought, "Ooh, must try that." So here are some of the samples of what I pulled. I changed my studio around. You may have seen that as well on Facebook. So my light's a little bit different, and I'm not sure. Can you see that shimmer on that tape? Pretty cool, huh? So this is all off of one plate pull. These aren't the way they went together. So, and I used different colors of perfect pearls behind these to get the different kinds of shimmers. But this was off of one pull. So I thought I'd show you how I do it my way. I don't know. It's similar. I mean, I get the same effect, and I think I do it pretty much like they did it. But I'll show you how I made these. And then they're my favorite color, orange and turquoise together. Can you not like that? But then I thought, ooh, let's do something more stark with just black and white. And then I put colored pearls behind them. So these are those. Stills were kind of tricky of these, the smooth, shiny tape, and the, as well as the, the lighting and stuff made it a little tricky. But this one I did with like a pink colored pearl behind it. This one I did with some purple. Some of these are actually Lindy Stamp Gangs, I think. And this one, if you hit it just right, it's really, I don't know if I can hit it just right. It's really vibrant purple behind there. Go Ravens. Ha! And this one had a little oops, where's my screen? I got to wiggle my finger there to get the screen going so I can see what the heck I'm doing. This one was, I think, a Lindy Stamp Gang that was, it was turquoise and a blue in there, mixed together, the pigments. And then I did one in, oh gosh, I have no idea what this is, but it was a greeny turquoise color. So that's what I did my first time out playing with these things. So I thought I'd show you how I did them. And the backs aren't sticky anymore. See, there's the beauty of it. It's kind of like unsticky washi tape, but better. Washi tape on crack. And there's no paper in it. So maybe that's not washi tape. Who knows? So here's what they suggested to do, and this is really the way to go for the first layer that's going to go into these, because you want to have some holes in the paint so that you can see what you put on the back of these to shine through. Like all these different colors, you wouldn't see any of that if I didn't leave white space on the plate. And these as well. I don't know if you can see, good Lord, but all these spots, you know, where it's light like that, that's actually very little on the plate that was picked up. And then you put the pearls or whatever you're going to use behind it. They even used aluminum foil and some gold leaf, which actually I have some gold and copper and silver leaf from my lamp working around the corner on the other side of the basement. I'm taking over the basement. Ah! God bless my husband. He's a freaking saint. But anyway, they took a piece of paper and just tore it up into random slivers. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make sharper lines. I remembered this last time when I did this. After I did the first one, I wished I had sharper lines. So I'm just going to cut little bits of shapes here. And I put them a little bit off the edge of the plate, like this overhang right here, so I have something to grab a hold of without screwing up the paint that I put on. You dig? And then let's see, let's just do something straight across. Oh, I hear mojo. That must mean the pizza's here. The Royals won, so another pizza night. Oh, the poor pizza guy, he's scared to death of them. Little do they know. Let's see. Let me try. I got these couple of these little rulers here. I hear Dave up there hollering at him. Must be the pizza guy. Poor sucker. Let's see if I can tear one of these with a ragged edge. I don't know if this paper's gonna. Good night. Pull hard on that baby. Oh, but it kind of worked. Oh, look. A basic deckled edge. That's kind of cool, huh? Let's make two. Oh, look! I have two. Yeah! Okay, I'll be up. Sorry. Oh, my hubby calls for pizza. Just when I'm getting started. Let me throw these on here in different ways. Like this. And look at this wavy one. Will it tear that way? Let's have a little look-see. I'm going to put it on an angle so it's kind of an odd, shapey thing. Oh, yeah. All right. There we go. Okay. That's going to be my white spots. And remember, I'm going to put tape on here in strips when I'm finished. So not all of these, you know what? Now that I'm saying that out loud, I see the error of my ways. Let me turn these puppies so they, so they actually are going to intersect through several pieces of the tape and not just, you know, that one the way it was. If I put tape on there, I'd have one big hollow spot down the tape of paint. I'll show you later what I'm talking about. That's kind of blathering. Shocker. I know. Long time, but I still am a blatherer. Can't help it. That's what it is. I want to put that there. I want to put this kind of weird because I want that, I'm going to put it this way. I want that little skinny piece down there. And let's go this way with this one, just straight across. What the hey? Okay. So, and we're back from pizza. Pardon me. Okay, so I have my bits of paper down here. I guess you can see that kind of clearly. Right, that's, maybe I ought to put, no, that's good enough. I think that'll work. So, a little cleanup pile over here. Gosh, it's been so long, I feel like I'm lost sitting here on my jelly plate. So I thought I'd go with some turquoisey, blue, and purpley colors, and then pop it with a little orange and yellow. Good Lord. There we go. So I'm just going to dot a little bit on here, and you have to let each layer dry. You want the layers to build up. So I'm not going to put near as much paint on as I normally do, because we'd be here, oh, hello, we'd be here all night. Oh, oopsie. Nobody wants that. So let's see what we're going to end up with here. Probably a big old mess, but what the hey. Wipe some of that off. That looks pretty. So what's different about this process is that you're going to pull off with the tape exactly what you see on the plate, the top layer. I didn't really understand what they meant by that, although that seems pretty clear, but I'm not all that smart, as we know. Pulling these papers off now, which, you know, they might let them dry, use them for a little something something. And but you know, when you do a jelly print, it's always kind of a surprise. You don't really know exactly what it's going to look like. You have an idea the more you do, but you don't know exactly what it's going to be. However, when you do this, you will see exactly what it's going to be. So, okay, that's what I end up with. See all those holes behind there? That's where you're going to put whatever reflective media, aluminum foil, or the pearls, or whatever you want to put back there. That's why you left those holes. So I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to hook up a heat gun. Hold on while I roll over here to my heat gun department. I love this new setup, I'm telling you, with these IKEA pieces. I'll try to show you that with the camera later, but I'm filming on my laptop, so that could make you a little on the seasick side. But let's see, what can I do here? Will this fit? Oh my. What the hell do I have plugged in here? Oh, I see what I'm going to do. Hold on. There we go. Don't need that in tonight. Okay. Pardon the heat gun. I'm going to help this dry a little bit. And now I'm thinking about what I'm going to do for my next layer. So, I'm going to do more with a little bit of paint, of course. But I think what I'm going to do, since I can't really brayer over this, I'm going to add paint on stamps. So I'm going to use like this needlepoint stuff that I use on my jelly plate. They kind of make cool imprints. And I'll just brayer some paint onto those and maybe use some background stamps. These are some of my favorites from Tim Holtz. The big one here, that with the script on it. Love that stamp. I got these recently too. Maybe I'll throw something in there with the pen nibs or the paint brushes or something. I don't know. Who knows what I'll do? I don't know what I'll do. So how could you know? But I'm sure it's going to involve some circles at some point. Got my little circle stuff over here ready to go. Okay. Oh, that feels cool. It's really smooth. All right, that's dry. Now, let's see. I'm going to put some... oh, you know what? I need my little palette thingy so I can... I lost my big ones. They're somewhere in a folder. Reorganized and lost stuff. Shocker. Use my little palette thingy here. I'm going to put a little of my fave cobalt teal on here. There we go. And I'm going to spread that out on here a little bit. Oops. Making's a mess. And then try to roll it on here. Is that going to work? Could go either way, folks. You never know how my luck, how this is going to come out. But let's see what I can get on there. Where am I going to put that? Down here in this hole, maybe? Ooh, yeah, cool. That's good. It's really faint there. Oh, let me do this. Instead of browning it on, let me do that. Don't be too stupid. Work with the materials. There we go. Ooh, yeah. Got some on there. Try to grab that. Put some down here. You got to remember when you're doing this, again, with the strips, you're going to get bits of, or you can put them on this way too. I mean, you can put them on however you want to. But I put them so I could use less strips of individual strips and make them longer. I went the 10-inch way with my tape. So, now let me think, people. Let me think. Don't pressure me. Let me see if I can get some circles out of this while it's still a little bit wet. I hate to waste cobalt teal as there is no more. Oh, that's not going to work. Crap. Is there any on here I can scrape off? Oh, that's pitiful. Let's see if I can get a circle that right in there. Will that work? Oh, I do. Try another. Oh, love me some circles. I don't know what that says about me. I gotta look that up. Lord only knows what that means. But it is what it is, right? I think Einstein said that one time. It is what it is. Okay, now I'm just kind of playing. Excuse me. That'll be kind of a cool piece over here. With the same colors. Okay, now, oh, you look. It's closest to a green thumb I'll ever have, trust me. Now I want to add a little bit of black. Gotta have my pop of black. So I'm going to go back to this. Yeah, you can see I've done that before, huh? Back to this one. And I believe what I did, I'm trying to remember, this is a couple weeks ago that I did this when this first came out. And I've been traveling for work. I've been traveling for the last 3 weeks. Been to Chicago, and then I was in, ooh, that's when I went to the mothership. Dick Blick. Lordy. It was worth the trip there. But this is all for my real job that I was there for. And then I went to Cambridge to help with an event there. It's Cambridge, Maryland. Nothing more exciting than that. And last week I was in Canada. So I haven't had a chance to do much of this stuff. Yeah, that's better than blobbing it on. Okay. So now when I'm doing this, I'm trying to hit some of the painted areas and some of the overlapped areas. There we go. And because, now, excuse me, if you were jelly printing and you put text on there, if you didn't put the text backwards, it's going to come up backwards, right? Did I say that right? So if you put, let me see, if I had a stencil, and this, I had the number stencil the other day and I did it to myself. I laid it down so I could read 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, whatever. And I pulled my print, and of course the numbers are backwards. I should know that. Again, not so smart. So, when you do this, because you're going to get exactly what you see, the stamps will work and they'll be readable. Because the tape, if you can picture it, of course, the tape is going to go over the top layer. And the top layer of whatever I end with is going to be up against the bottom of the tape. Right? And that is what's going to make... I've got to pay more attention to myself. That's what's going to make what? I don't know. But anyway, it's going to... You will see... Oh, I like that. That it's going to pull off exactly what you end up with here. So when you like what you got here, you can stop and put your tape on. But again, we got to dry the layers. Oh, I forgot about that little teal layer in there. And that's just so the next layer doesn't pull it up. You know how you can lift layers with the normal jelly printing process? So, I've decided, I gotta do, let's see. I have my Montana markers here. I pulled out a purple and turquoise one. And when I was at the mothership, I got me a couple empty ones of these. And then I mixed cobalt teal in one and watered it a little bit so I can use this one. I know. Brilliant. Of course, I didn't think of that. But I have one, so I don't really care. Okay, we're almost dry here. See a little couple wet spots. Yeah, that's pretty dry. You know what? This looks kind of so cool. I think I'm going to put that over into the Keep Me Please pile and start on another mop-up sheet over here, clean-up sheet, wipe off, brayer, cleaner, whatever the hell it is. Okay, I'm going to assume that one's dry. And I'm feeling the need of some more black and some more turquoise. So let's see, what can I do with this one? I'm going to do something without totally hosing this up. I had this, when I took this apart, it's a little trickier to take apart and put it back together than you'd think. This nib is actually spring-loaded. It's reverse threaded. It's ay. Ew, let me get this baby going. Maybe I won't be using this one. Maybe I watered it too much. Ew, goober. Ew, a little leaky too. What do you know? No. Oh crap, that's not going to work. That's too runny. Alright, so much for that excellent idea. But as it works out, I have a black one. Oh, that thought. Wait a minute, this is... That's brown, that's not black. Here's my black one. I use this a lot when I do my art journal. Those little marks, I usually make the circle with the little tab. Oh, I'll do that on here. Squirrel! The little tab on them. I usually, this is what I do that little imprint with, to make that little rectangle like that. That's what I use. My secret's out. Alright, so let's try 1, 2, 3. Oh, look, they're bubbling up. They're shrinking up on the jelly. It's kind of resisting. Alright, so forget the acrylic markers. Alright, people. Not going the way I thought it was going to go. So let's do a little bit more black the old-fashioned way. Oops, hello. little dab of black, and let's try getting some on here. Make some more little circles. And they can go wherever you want them. The only thing you got to really think about is where you have your empty space and how much of that you want. Oops, come on. Let's do threesies. Let's do some off the edge. Oops. And one up here, where it's blank. One down here. I always forget and try to make it look like it's even to my eye, and have to remember to myself, I'm going to be pulling it all off of there in long strips, so it doesn't really matter. But I guess that's reflex, I don't know. Oh, let's put something solid over here. One there, one more for good measure. This seems lonely up here. Okay. Enough of that. So now I want to do some circles with my handy dandy hair products cap. So, and I got these fluorescent goldens. Oh man, these are awesome. That's not near as bright as they are when you take the lids off. But the yellow, do I want to go yellow? I think I'm going to go orange. I'm going to shake it so I get a little bit on the lid, because I'm going to try to just dip into the lid. But look at that lusciousness. Okay, that's a little bit too much on the lid. I don't know if that's going to show up like it does here. To me on the computer it looks a little more yellow than it is. This is like blaze orange hunter that hunters wear, but you would never lose your hunter with this stuff on. Let me tell you, you could see him from the moon. Okay, so now I'm going to do some cycles. Let's do one there. Ew, is that going to work? Is it too transparent? Well, maybe we won't do as many as these. I don't know. What the hell? Let's just keep popping them on there. This might not come out like a masterpiece, but I just want to basically show you how it works. And my black isn't dry yet, but I'm trying to go around the black and not overlap it so much. And then I'll dry that layer. Ooh, that one's kind of messy. I got to do something with that. And hold that phone. That's a little... Oops. Oh, hello. Okay. Get a little baby wipe and get rid of that mess right there. Oh, hello. It's already dried on there. Okay, well, then we oh no, it's coming off. I swear, I don't know what the hell I'm doing tonight. So out of practice, I might have lost my rhythm or my mojo. Well, I didn't lose my mojo puppy. I lost my mojo for my creative side, I think. Just out of practice. I don't want to lose my mojo. Good Lord. Clean it up. I think that would clean off there a little bit more. It looks like it's dirty, but okay, whatever it is, it is. We're not going to worry about that too much. Put something right on that purple. Put one right up there. Put something there. A little off the edge. Okay, let's... What else do we need on there? Anything? I don't know. Well, I can think while I dry. If you have any good ideas, raise your hand. I think maybe a little bit more... something. What does it need, people? Help a sister out. needs something. Some white, maybe? There's a thought. Or just maybe... Oh! Silly, silly girl. PBOs. Oh, the phone. What a silly, silly girl. Oh, honestly. What am I going to do them with? Maybe this? I don't know what these are. I got them at Queen's Ink. There was a set of, I don't know, maybe 3 of them. This pointy one, this flat one, and this little dotty one. So I have the dotty one in my hand. I'm going to lay that down. Try not to set the joint on fire. And can I use the back of that? I can maybe use this a little bit right here. Come here, PBO. Oh, how love you. I haven't seen you forever. These things are yum. Yum-alicious. Oh, way too much probably, but do we care? I don't know. It's out there now. I'll get some of it off of there so it doesn't take so long to dry. Because again, that's important that you dry these between layers. Ew, that looks kind of cute. Cutesy. Kind of making like a donut. And you get that little PBO shimmer in there. Make a little arc around the circles. Little something down. Oops, hello. More paint there. So this takes, as you can see, a lot longer than just pulling some jelly prints does. Because of the layering, and you're not just braring paint on, you're using different tools and then letting each layer dry. So pop a little bit in there. Ooh, that looks cool in that black, actually. I'm going to do that a couple other places too. Looks like a, what are those called? Interference colors that look like they're white, but they got all that iridescence in it. When you put it against black, it really, really pops out there. It's probably going to be a little bit too thick. Perhaps I should switch tools. Hate to waste any paint though. Got a big gob here. I don't know what I'm going to do with all that. Might have to eat it. I don't know. It just looks too daggone good. Okay. Make a little chain. And that's kind of cute. It's like little cycles. Not solid circles, but little donuts when I push it a little bit in the jelly of the jelly plate. Yeah, that's kind of cute. It kind of fades out. Okay, let me getting a little crazy here with the teal, the PBO. I'm gonna put this down. Try to get most of this. Oh, you can almost write with this one. Yeah, giving me ideas. Okay, oh yeah, I'm tired. My brain's tired from all this traveling and moving around, and I don't sleep well and work hard and work long hours to earn more money for more PBOs. crazy like a fox. Okay, let's see. What am I going to do with this now? There it is. Oh, there we are. What the hell am I doing? Let's just try making some... Oh, that's not going to work, is it? No, I think this might be... Oh, no, that might not be bad. Just get that little edge. And with a thin bit of paint, make my little 3 marks. I like odd numbers. Oh, where do I need some more brightness? This one, these really take a lot longer. I hope you're not too bored waiting for the result, because I'm getting a little bored myself. Let's make some rays around this one like this. And maybe around this one like this. And maybe... Hey, yikes, down the middle of this. Ooh, that's 4. That's a weird number. 5. I think the circle thing and the odd number thing. Whew, if you look that combination up, you're going to see psycho. All right, let's wrap this one up, shall we? Oh, you know what? I remembered last time I did this, I didn't get the very bottom edge of this. Didn't come up on the tape because the width of the tape left just a skinny little sliver down there. So maybe I'll try to keep that in mind going in this time and decide where the sliver is that I want to not pick up and get all the good stuff, because this sometimes is really, every time it seemed before when I was doing it was like all my good stuff was down there and I was too stupid to think I could aim the tape where I wanted it. Silly girl. So, let's see. Okay. Didn't I say a minute ago I was going to quit? I was getting ridiculous. Here I am. Still putting it on there. But I really think I've come to a stopping point, haven't I? I have now. Okay. Back away from the jelly plate. Okay, now the boring part. We gotta let all this dry. That might take a little while because these are kind of beefy. I wonder if I can pick some of that up without totally hosing it. Oh no. Oh well. Sorry. Sorry, jelly plate. But I need something else. I need, I don't know. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll do a little, I wonder if I should add some yellow in there. The orange kind of washed out a little bit. It didn't stay as fluorescent as I had hoped. Let's see. Get some of this black out of here. You know what? I might just grab another one. My little dabbers. My little doodad drawer. Got all kind of little mark makers and... Oh, maybe I'll just do tiny circles like this with the yellow. Or will that be too light as well? Okay. You know what? I'll go turn to Martha. This one looks like it's something happened here. These are cool because they wash, just take the whole sponge out and wash the whole thing, but this little skinny one, I don't know if there's a burr of plastic inside of there or what, but it makes it very difficult to get it in. I'm trying to twist it and shove it, and just keeps getting hung up in there. And there it's getting a little bit shorter. It's too long, you know, you can't really... You know, I'm getting a visual of a bad joke coming to mind that I'm going to try to resist. Uh-oh, hello. Just got punished for that one. Well, maybe by the time this dries, this will sneak out of there. Let's see. Do I have tweezers? Oh, one of these, maybe. There we go. Alright, let's stop while we're ahead. I'll use that one with my yellow. Or should I use white? Is that going to be too many colors if I go yellow? You know, you guys aren't helping me much. I don't see any hands raised. I really don't. Yellow? Let me see. Here's this yellow. This is like, oh, hello. It's actually called chartreuse. But it's real pretty. Well, you know what? I only have to do one dot to try it, right? I don't have to put dots everywhere. Let's see how translucent that is. Let's go somewhere where it's kind of dark. Right there. Nope. Nope, it's too, ooh, look at that, mixing with that blue. Swirl. Sweet Jesus, they're right. My friends tell me I'm all, I lack an attention span. Bitches are right, I think. Okay, I think I'm going to have to go with white. So, find the white. And then we're gonna go for it after I get this white on here because, you know, my short videos. Hello. Oh, I'm too tired to make a long video tonight, so it'll be short for me, but probably longer than the average bear. Alright, I'm going to lay that down there. And put this back in the bucket and pick out something a little smaller to at least vary up the shapes. Let's try that. Let's try that. Oh, PBO, I hate to waste you, love. There you go. You're wasted. Oh, and still pretty. That is some yummy stuff. If you guys, if anybody hasn't gotten any of this stuff yet, treat yourself to one of those iridescent colors. Just one. And play with it so you can see what I mean. You're yummalicious. Okay, I think that's pretty well dry. Now, what am I going to do with the white? Just some rings? You think? Lord, I waste more paint on the outside of the tubes. You think? Just a couple little, spread that out like this maybe. Give me a semi-thick little coat of it. And onto my rag shirt. I have quite a few rag shirts. Huh. If they ever come into fashion, I am hooked up. Man, that's hot. My glass is hot right there. Gonna have to watch that. Okay, here we go. Let's do something. Oh, that kind of pops, doesn't it? There we go. Let's get some white on here. Be up in here. And it's so funny. It doesn't look like it has any rhyme or reason to it, really. And it doesn't, honestly. But the magic happens, I think, when you pull this puppy off of here and see what you have on all these little bits. You know. So I really like, I'm tempted to do the orange and the turquoise and stuff again, like I had on that first sample, and get some more of those built up in my supply. But I didn't. I decided to go this way, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. Okay. What do you think? Enough's enough, right? Enough is never enough. More is more. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know. Something right there says, throw me some white in there, sister. So there you are. And there you are. The white really does. That's, I think, what it needed. So, we're almost there, people. Hang with me. I'm going to encourage the drying speed. I'm hoping I'm remembering all these steps. My brain's a little rusty. Yeah, see how that yellow, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. This is what we're looking like now. That yellow was too translucent right there, but it's only going to show up in that one spot. I mean, I could put white over it if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. But still, you can see all those translucent parts. Okay. We're getting there. I got new glasses today. I'm telling you, I think something's wrong with the way they're ground. Because I have a very narrow field of vision. It's like a sweet spot is, look, I got to move like a cat to see anything clear. I can't just, peripheral, a little sketchy. I'm not too sure about that, but maybe I just have to get used to them. That's what they tell me. Okay, I think. Oh, look at the PBO shimmer on there. Can you guys see that? I don't know what, I was used to the angle that I had to do this on my previous setup for you to see the shimmer on that puppy. Alright, we're going to go for it. Where's the tape? Oh, pardon my reach. And I'm almost out of tape. So we won't be making more than one of these tonight. So I just pull off strips of tape that are a wee bit longer than the plate. And apply the strips. Try to get it as close to the edge as I can so I don't have any blank tape. Right on top of the plate. Press them down. We're going to come back and hit those with a my trusty bone folder. Where is that thing? I got one of these from, where is this one from? Is the name on it? Of course not. It'll hit Gelli Arts. And that's their own version. And with that little dimple in there, you can really hold it. You can use it on this side. You can get really into a point. So I like it. I like it. So I'm going to wait till I can use the wide end of that and get more tape down. So I know I want to hit that bottom edge. So let's see what I can do here. Try to line it just up against that first edge. And then flatten that piece out. When I was looking at this video, I was thinking, oh, that looks like a disaster. It's going to happen there with that tape. But it was all booty miss. No disasters. And what would be cool is to be able to get different widths of tape. You know, so that you don't have the, well, you could cut those, I guess, but who wants to go and do something stupid like that when you could buy more and more supplies? Okay, now I really like these little dots on the purple and how it ended up on the edge, so I'm going to choose to miss a little slice up there and go right to the edge with this tape right there. See that little, about a 1/4 inch I'm going to miss in there? Oh, well, that's how it rolls sometimes. So I'm going to really brayer this down. See how that covers so much area? If I use it correctly and squeeze the little dimple, I can really get a hold of it and work out any bubbles. You shouldn't have many bubbles in there in the first place, but you really want it to burnish it. That's the word. That's my word I was looking for. You want to burnish it so that it's really going to stick and pull all of that design off of the plate. Oops. And I forgot about my little sliver in there. No, that's down here. What the hell happened up here? Oh, perhaps that wasn't dry. Oopsie. Well, a video without a couple screw-ups just wouldn't be right, so now I feel better now. Feels a little bit more normal. So now what they said to do is to grab the little end of tape. Let me go this way so you guys can see when I pull it up. And as you peel it up, all the paint should come off the plate. And it is. If it doesn't, see that? Go back. Burnish a little bit more. Oh, hell, that didn't come up anyway. Okay, there's little bits there. And that might be because I'm trying to push it and it might still be a little bit wet. But when they did it on the video, people that know what the hell they're doing, it came up completely clean. Well, now mine did the first time, but of course, when I want her to come out right, she ain't gonna. Okay, that's not too bad. Now see this, how this has got clear spots on it? Oh, daggone it, that's a good pot right there. I don't want to miss that. Really get that down there to stick. Come on, work with me, tape. Oh well, I'm just going to pull it because it's getting too slow, too late. Yeah, see, I missed quite a little bit of pieces there. But here's what I have, right? That's what I got so far. So I'm going to lay this sticky side up somewhere. We're in another room. Let's lay that there. And then pull another one. Hope all my little dots come up. Oh, what's happening there? Something's... Oh, I don't know what the heck happened there. Oh, man. I wondered if I just didn't wait long enough to dry it. And don't make the mistake of not looking at the Gelli Arts demo of this, because they get the full credit for this technique. I just had fun doing it, and I wanted to show you guys in my little way how I did it. But for sure, check that out on YouTube. See how it's really supposed to be done. But there's another piece. I think it's pretty cool, huh? And see, when you get those slivers, you know, the pattern is so interrupted, it doesn't really matter what's on there, right? It's just random. And if you notice, you do get, because the tape is what's pulling it up. Oh, look at the shimmer. Squirrel. But the tape, you do get what you saw on top of the jelly plate, right? Because that sticks to the surface of the tape and pulls off in the same orientation. Oh, big word. And there we go. But that's why they say whatever you see on the top here, whatever this looks like, that's what it's going to look like on your tape when you look at it. And there it is. Love it. So sticky side up. And my last little pull. And see that little streak there that I'm going to miss because I wanted those little circles on the purple down there. My little dots. I don't know what the heck that came from, but there we go. So I'm going to lay this down here face up. And move this out of the way. There's my little streak that I didn't pull up because the tape is just a teeny bit off from the size of this plate. So let me lay this over out of the way. And next, what you do, you know, the more room I get, the less room I feel like I have still. Let me clean up some. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use a couple pieces of this, I think, for my next step. For my next trick. This I'm going to get rid of. Out of the way. Oh, hello. And you got to watch out for the sticky side. And watch me get this. Daggone it. Okay. Another screw up on video. Gotta love it. You know, I could edit those out, but it just doesn't feel right. I need to let you see what really goes on here. Oh, hang on. I need to figure out where I put my... I'm so organized, I don't know where the hell anything is. I'll get used to it, though. Here's my little tray of all sorts of shimmery goodness. So, I'm thinking with all this color on the tape, I should use something neutral. So, this one turned out nice before. This is the Biscotti. I don't know where I am here. Oh, that's not working anymore. Great. Perfect Pearls and Biscotti, which is kind of a, I don't know, it's kind of a off-white with a little bit of a goldish kind of a shimmer. And this one has a lot of open space on it here because of the way I put that one piece of tape down. Which, I mean, piece of paper down when I blocked it out with these little bits on the plate, right? So, I'm going to find my little Perfect Pearls brush. And this is the sticky side, remember? It's all sticky here. But this is going to make it unsticky. So you just put this down and kind of burnish it in with your little brush that comes with the Perfect Pearls, a little fluffy kind of a brush. And this kind of goes a long way. And now it looks like, to me when I was watching their video, I was like, don't do it, it looks terrible, it looked better before. Just to wait till you turn it over. Little did I know, I couldn't figure out what they were doing when they did this, and I thought, no, that doesn't look as good as it did before. But I should know, Gelli Arts knows their stuff. So you just make sure you get it all over there. I even put it on these ends, and I'm going to cut these ends off where the tape's blank. They were just my little handles. Once you get the sticky off, you don't need those handles. Okay, so there. We have the Perfect Pearls on that. Put a little bit more down here. A little bit more down this area. And you really only have to put it in these blank areas. It doesn't matter behind the color. And there you go. Can you see that? You need a piece of paper behind it, perhaps. Is that better? Can you see the Perfect Pearls shimmer behind that? And that little bit of orange in there and the little shimmer from the PBOs makes it kind of cool. Is it just me, or do you think it's cool? I think it's kind of cool. I like it. But I am pretty simple-minded, so let's try another color just to shake it up a little bit. Is this the one I wanted to try? This is, you know what? I don't know what that's going to do. This is Tiffany Blue by Lindy's Stamp Gang. And when you add water to this, you get a blue spray shimmery paint. So I don't know what's going to happen. Stand back, people. This could be dangerous. Knock some of the biscotti out of my brush. Let's see what happens here. You don't need to try, right? Yeah, okay. Let's see what we're going to get here. Oop, hello. Very sticky down there. Get the sticky off of that so I can handle the daggone thing. And you know what? Earlier I told you you only have to really put this stuff on the blank spots. However, that's really not true. You want to do the whole thing because that's what gets the sticky off of it. Otherwise, this stuff is has such a strong adhering factor to it. You have one big ball of what was beautiful tape instead of having it manageable. So I retract that statement. And again, watch the Gelli Arts video, please. Okay, so this one is a little bit of blue on there. Doesn't look too bad. It's very subtle, actually. The blue's very subtle in there. But it kind of goes with that. Hopefully The problem is I won't know if you guys are seeing this until I look back at this, and then it's too late. But I hope you see it. So let's try, what's this? Whose is this? Oh, that's Olive. Oh, that's one of those tricky ones by, yeah, you know that place. I wonder what orange would look like. I don't know. Lindy Stamp Gang. Lord, girl, spit it out. Honestly. You know what? This one has less clear spots on it. And I'm not sure what this orange behind that's going to do. So, here we go. Since I got orange for my little pop of color in there, I'm wondering if it's going to be kind of anticlimactic and kind of, you know, taking away from the pop of orange and putting too much orange on it, or if it'll be kind of cool and bring that orange out even more if it's subtle behind there. So, we'll know in a second. Stand back, folks. Here we go. Let's see. That's not bad. See a lot more of the orange. Hopefully. You can see that. Hopefully I'm not so tall up here. Oh God, I wonder if I did that. I'll show them all to you at the end. Show them to you too high in them. Yeah, so look at this lovely tape. Can't even see it. Alright, I got one more piece. One more color choice. I should have brought down some aluminum foil. Again, I'm not that bright. I'll do some with it sometime and then take some pictures and put them on my blog, I guess. But let's try. Is this the white that I used? Cotton candy. There was one called silver something. Pearl white and perfect pearl white. Oh, what the hell? Let's just use this one. I'm going to get rid of this piece of paper because it's got orange and stuff on it all over there. And I can knock the orange out of my brush. And last piece. You know, depending what you were using this for, you could certainly decide to, you know, do all the pieces in the same pearl color. I'm just switching it up so you can see the finished product. You can see, you know, what the different looks are using the same pull off of the plate with the different pearls on the back. Because that's the kind of gal I am, trying to help you out. Save you some time, save you some experimentation, wasting products. But it's not really waste, is it? It's just, let's call it an experiment. Okay. It's funny how this makes this so unsticky. Alright, peeps, there we go. Get that one down. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this against the oops, the white. It's kind of, actually it looks like a pearl. Really, maybe that's why they call it white pearl. Hello. Let me put it on a piece of black paper. Maybe that's better. Or not. I don't know. Let's see. I hope to God you can see this and I'm not I'm not just throwing it around. So I'm going to cut the ends off. All this clear tape. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oops. I love these Tim Holtz scissors. And a shaky-handed person like me can get a pretty good cut on stuff. And that little serrated edge, you can hear it just biting off each little tick mark. I love that sound. Okay, here's my one with biscotti. That one trimmed up. And here's the orange. Trim off those little bits. There we go. Okay, I'm going to lay them down on black first and let you see what they look like. Actually, can I lay these? Can I rebuild my plate? This was on the bottom. That was there. Nope. That was there. And that was there. Okay, there we go. That's how this looked on the plate. Now, watch this craziness, me trying to show you this. Oh, I don't know how this is going to work. Anyway, so there's exactly what I was looking at on the plate, and that's exactly what pulled off on the tape. You can read the text. It's kind of sketchy, but you can read it. You can see all those different layers. The needlepoint plastic and all the little the rubber stamp with the text, and hopefully the shimmers. You can see the different shimmers on there. I'm going to put it on white too so you can see what it looks like on that. And see, they're not sticky. They just slide right off of there. You can really see the colors a lot. What the heck was wet that just went in? Who knows? God only knows what happens down here, I'm telling you. No, that's not right. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about putting the puzzle pieces together yet. I'm just going to show you how vivid those colors are. And maybe you can see the sheens in a different light with them on white. Hopefully. Cool, huh? I love this stuff. So there's my purple turquoise orange set. My favorite. Oops, pardon the reach, elbows and whatever. Love this. The reds on here, not the reds, but the warm colors that you see, they're the fluorescents. They're these jobs. And then I also had the magenta and the pink and the red. And I had a little bit of them with a palette knife and just plopped little pieces over the paper and braided it over as the first layer. And I really love that with that turquoise. That's my cobalt teal in action right there. So that's that set. And then here's the black and white set that I did with all the different pearls on the back. This one I used my crackle roller stamp for the background. And just rolled it all over the plate. Groovy, huh? So, I hope that gives you guys some ideas of something new to play with. But really, do look at the video. It's a short video. You know, mine's not going to be. But it's a short video from Gelli Arts. I think it was only like 4 minutes. Told you everything. It probably took me 45 minutes to tell you. And looked better and looked cleaner and all that good stuff. But that's why they're the pros, and I'm me. But anyway, I'm going to hopefully get some more playtime tomorrow. And I'm going to try to do a blog post soon. So 2 weeks at home, and then I travel again to Canada for a week, starting over a weekend. I got to go for a weekend, starting the 15th, I think, to the 20th. And then after that, I think I can resume sort of a normal life schedule for all my fun stuff. So anyway, thanks for staying tuned and following me. Prayers going out for all the people that I know and even don't know, of course, in Oklahoma and all the different places where those tornadoes have hit. It's horrible, and I really feel bad for them, and wish them well and hope they're they stay safe. So please do the same, and have some fun on your jelly plate. Stay tuned, and I'm going to try not to be a stranger. Talk to you later. Bye.